God bless you, Pastor. As I was looking at this picture, God told me and showed me to share on waiting. And this is what He gave me. Number one, why does God want us to wait? It's to test our faith. It says in Psalms 130, verse 5, I wait eagerly for the Lord's help, and in His word I trust. I wait for the Lord more eagerly than the centuries wait for dawn. There was these men, and they would be on the tower, and they would watch over the city. And they would wait for day to come, dawn, because that's when it was time for them to get off duty and go home. The way these men knew that the morning was going to come, we should know that God is going to come and answer our prayers. It might take long. We might go through things, but God will come and answer your prayers. Whatever it is, if it's you're asking for a healing, a financial breakthrough, God will come and He will answer your prayers. Number two, how do we wait? Patiently. No one likes waiting, and we might grow tired of waiting. But don't give up, because God will show up. It says in Galatians 6:9, so let us not become tired of doing good, for if we do not give up, the time will come when we will reap our harvest. You might be saying, alright, but what if I get tired? What if it takes too long? It says in Isaiah 40:31, But they who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and will not faint. God will give you strength while you're waiting. While you're waiting for Him to answer you, while you're waiting for Him to give you a vision, He will give you strength if you wait patiently. Number three, accept God's timing. In Exodus, it tells us that God led the Israelites the longer path on their journey to the promised land because He knew they were not yet ready to go in there. They had time. There had to be time for their training, and they had to go through some very hard situations. They wasted a lot of time wondering about God's timing, but God never failed to take care of them and show them what He wanted them to do. We do the same. We think that He don't hear us, and we complain on Him, and He's taking too long. But don't question God's timing, because He knows the perfect timing. He knows when to give you that blessing. He knows when to heal you. So don't question God's timing, because you don't want something else. You don't want to go on your own. Wait, and He will give you what you need on the perfect timing. Number four, what happens after we wait? He will come suddenly and break through for you. It says in Acts 16:25, about midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly, there was a violent earthquake which shook the prisons to its foundations, and at once all the doors were opened, and the chains fell off the prisoners. We should be like Paul and Silas, because they was in jail and they was waiting. They was waiting for God to break them through. And they never complained. They never said, God, where are you? Why aren't you here? They seek God. You must seek God in your waiting. You must look for Him. You must worship Him. You must pray to Him. You might think He's not there, but He is. He's listening. And He will come in perfect timing and break you through suddenly. Suddenly means, another word for suddenly is hara, which means quickly. He will come quickly when you're at your lowest. Because Paul and Silas were at their lowest. They were in jail. They were bonded. He will come at your lowest, and He will bless you and give you what you need. So, that's what God gave me. And let's go back on the 4 things you need to know. Why does God want us to wait? It's to test your faith. When you're waiting, wait for Him faithfully, and He will give you what you want. How do we wait? Patiently. Don't question God's timing. Like the Israelites, He sent them through the desert for 40 years, but God never went back on His promise. He will give you what you want. You might go through some things, but He will give it to you. Number 3, accept God's timing. You don't want no other timing. You don't want to go on your own. You want God's perfect timing. Number 4. What happens after we wait? He will come suddenly and break you through. And that's what I got. And that's what God gave me to share to you guys. God bless you.